All right, welcome back. This is Monday, February 9th. I am your host, Ira Bush. This is Dynasty the Podcast with Ira Thomas Bush the fourth, because people are slow out here in these days. This is Dynasty the Podcast Show. I'm your host. First and foremost, man, I've had a great, I had a very chill weekend. My prediction of the football game, the Super Bowl was Sunday yesterday, was correct. Um, I predicted that they probably win by more than 10. I think they won by 16 points. So, I was pretty on point. The defense dominated, but I'll get to that at the end of the show. It's a lot of stuff going on politically. If y'all have not heard my last two episodes, Elite Freestyle Part 2 and Part 3, I did Part 1 I think about a week and a half ago. All three actually are very, very explosive, very educative, very powerful. If I do something off the dome, I'm pretty much doing it off the dome today. I pretty much do everything off the dome when I come here. Like I said, it's very important for me to be authentic. So, I try not to come in here with a motive. I try to come here with with grade A information, grade A advice. Trying to get to the point where I can pretty much put myself in a different platform. Like I said, I got a place, I could use where it's a real booth. But once I did that, it was a lot of attention, a lot of already people trying to blockade that. They tried to keep me out of there for 3 months before I ever get in there. So I just came back to the original spot. But that's a story to complain about. I got a lot of stuff that I'm gonna do. I always tell y'all, man, I talk about my child all the time. She stays out in Broward County. And I was like, and me and her mother do not see eye to eye, but it's cordial enough. I ain't tripping too much. I could say that. And my child's old enough to really be able to reach out to me anytime, so I'm not worried too much. But I will say the tactics and the way that this person has mounted false information and false narrative about me in the community over there, which I got people that's in their little spots where it won't get too crazy, but it's kind of delayed what I had in mind to raise my child, but I have to go bigger than her. So it's not a competition thing. It's just more of a thing that this person's uneducated. This person does not have the mindset I have to clear the path and the way for my child to be the greatest and to be the most dominant in whatever she does in life. So, I still have that mindset. I still know that she's still on point when it comes to me and her. What I have instilled in her, I know she's on point. So I'm finna go. I looked it up. The council meeting I was supposed to go to, I didn't end up going to earlier this year or middle of last year, this summer, whatever, beginning of school year, whatever. I just chilled out. The school board was tripping. I talked about it on my previous on my old episodes. It's I know I have to go full parent at the tippy top of it, which is the city, the council meetings, the school board meetings. This is what I'm working on. I don't even have what they have done in Broward with my name and my and to try to slander my prestige as a person is and deter my family is it's a lot. I'm not really like on that tip of going to like it's at the point where it's the police officer, the sheriff officers, where they think that I'm supposed to be the bad guy or some kind of sort. And I ain't playing that type of game with nobody. I won't let nobody sit here and take credit for me raising my child. I don't need the sheriff. I don't need the police officer. I don't need the, the fraudulent school board board members. I don't need the fraudulent board members out there, the city, the mayor, whoever got paid off to go against me and my family. They don't have the power. They're the words and they don't have the power in their words in they whole. They don't have it. They can't do nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? They can only slander. They can lie. You know what I'm saying? When they ask my child what it is, it's always going to be something positive, something great. about her father. You know what I'm saying? I'm not stunned in pettiness. I'm not afraid to admit my wrongdoing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. It's never going to be something that jeopardizes my child. You get what I'm saying? So I would never be in that point of me not being able to be in her life. That's something that's personal for her mother. You know, or the person who birthed her. I don't have time to argue with about that. But you know, I looked it up. Tomorrow's a council meeting. If you're in Pompano Beach and you're a parent and you listen to my show, or even in Broward, you could come down there. I'm gonna be down there tomorrow. It starts at 1. I'm going to talk about what's going on in that school board. I'm going to talk about the Broward sheriff being crooks and frauds. I'm going to talk about, parents that, people that are in the neighborhood that, should be registered pedophiles. They're talking about Epstein files, these people gang stalking my child, these people popping up at schools. I'm just going to use my child. These people who have done some of the most hellacious and disgusting things spiritually to my child using the military, which I'm already tied into, which people are delusional about, which I talk about all the time, in a negative, nasty way to attack my child. So I'm already on top of that. I'm finna go ahead and do it, man. They picking new people out there in Virginia and the Washington D.C. area already, so it's a free game for me to make way over there and to make connections. So people are gonna be in for a rude awakening. This is a state of Florida. This is not a state where people wasn't. This is one of the most. This is a state where you have supposed to have opportunities. Beaches, there's free reign to earn. You can pull up anywhere. You can sell your food, sell your fruit. There's so many, like, it's still pretty grounded here. So I know people want to state claims to areas to do this, but it's finna get I'm in my mid 30s. I'm in 34, so I'm not at the peak of my adulthood. I'm in the middle of the beginning, or the end of the, what I'm saying. I'm still learning. I'm still feeling things out as an adult, but I am not immature. I'm definitely not naive. I'm definitely not finna allow nobody to take advantage of my child. Like I said, that spiritual warfare they doing over there, that false narrative on me and my family and my name, which I'm the fourth. I can remind you, that's 4 generations just off my dad and my grandfathers. And then I can't tell you how powerful my mom's side is when it comes to lineage. This stuff is getting out of hand. These people are not as strong and powerful that's in command right now. They need to get out of the way. They need to put people in position. They need to stop trying to take people out of position. So I haven't even taken a seat yet. So when you throw my name around, you're gonna get these kind of results. So this is all that's going on, so it's gonna be, it's gonna be a powerful day tomorrow, me going into that meeting. They're not expecting this. Is like me getting up out of bed, me saying, man, you know what? I haven't really put that energy in. I wanted to put energy in it this summer, but I haven't put it energy. I haven't thought about that energy yet. I just said I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna look it up. They said that tomorrow. So I was like, bam, that's meant for me to do. You got kind of, so it's gonna be great, when I go in there, because I've been to these. When I was down in Tampa, I have, how it work out, everybody know why it is in my family. So everybody in the line, nobody missed the lineup. Everybody got the message. My grandmother's still there. One of my favorite people. He's finna get back into society full throttle. I'm finna go. I gotta really step on something over here in Broward still, but I'm finna get in. We're finna get right. We're finna work on things. It's gonna be. It might sound like it's just talk, but I know things start happening when we speak up. So that's what's gonna happen. And I ain't really playing around really with them. I ain't even dressed up for the part that I'm finna take, finna dominate in. So, it's gonna be a lot of stuff going on. And I can't say too much. I just gotta start doing it. And I feel like, I'm pretty chill on it. I've definitely turned it up a little bit more. I'm definitely operating on 20%, 20 to 30% right now, and I'm not even mobile. So, my percentage has bumped up, definitely, just me speaking, but definitely what I've been putting my energy on and towards and working towards. So everything gonna happen, and people that ain't caught on, people that's older than me, the old ass hater club that I speak on all the time, they still active. They still active in the wrong way, probably. They don't know how to separate from the tap dance and they don't know how to come down and pull the young people up. They're kind of lost. I'm in the middle of it. So the thing they could do is operate, they could use me way better. They could utilize me to gain people my age that I know are just as powerful as me. Maybe not speaking, but they can make people move and do what they need to do be done, instead of hating, instead of being conniving, instead of trying to, we call it finesse. I don't know what they call it back in the days, but they don't know what they're doing most of the time now. They're lost. Their spirit is not as pure as mine, so I don't know. I can't do nothing but just sit back. I can't fight. I don't have. It's just me. It's just the ability. It's just the ability to speak. Like I talk about all the time. I don't know what to do. I don't know what you want me to do about that. I'm going to dominate you in that field all the time. This is what God gave me to do. This is what God given ability that I have. So you can't be jealous of that. You can't put people in front. You can't try to go younger and they still ain't got the ability to speak, because not everybody has that ability. Not everybody is a leader. Not everybody can. You can't pay people off to follow you, because once the money gone, once the wildness of the money or whatever you giving them is gone, you still gonna be dry. You still gonna be lame. You still gonna be a coward. You still gonna be weird. You know what I'm saying? This is basically what it comes down to. And this is what it is. Now, that's the announcement. That's personal. That's community. That's and I can't say too much. It's a little flag football. Another one of my nephews has moved down here, and I'm gonna see if they want to play. So I'm gonna have to go visit my mother's house, probably sometime this week. If not tomorrow, today, probably one of these days. Because the way these neighborhoods is, um people are trying to put paint a picture of me in the biggest way that is so far out of it. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't understand why they have made this operation. It's like a failed operation to stop me. And it's so flagrant. I be putting all my stuff on threads. I don't get no likes and nothing. I don't get nobody like, I don't get that feedback of notoriety, but I'm okay with telling the truth. You get what I'm saying? I'm okay with being myself. Um, I ain't in competition with nobody. Nobody when they look. Let me tell you a quick story. I remember when I was my first year in college, and this guy's pretty popular. I probably told about Stevie Joe. Shout out to him, because he still got a following. He's a very funny guy. He had a video, one of his first music videos. It was another guy that was rapping with him, but I didn't do nothing but do like an intro or speak, like just saying something funny. Not even funny, but like on some. If you know how I was in the playground, it was just on some up dominating in basketball. I'm finna go do you on the game. We finna go out this night and we finna be lit. You know what I'm saying? It was just like that energy I was saying. It was just a quote. It was a quote that I said in the beginning of the song. You know what I'm saying? And it was the title of the song that I said. So it's just everybody who know me. It was just like one of those energy things. Like I was in the video. You feel me? So it was one of them things. They was at the studio. I went in there. They did the song. I was like, man, I can't really rap. I could rap. You feel me? But I can't. I wasn't rapping. You get what I'm trying to say? So I just did a little intro for them. So long story short, they did the video. Damn, I lost train of thought because I'm just telling the story. But I just look at it now. That's how crazy things is. Shout out to him though. He's still doing his thing. And I want people to understand I'm kind of in that mode. I have great energy when it comes to this podcast. I'm not coming in a negative way. I want people to understand that. I'm just coming in a more adult way. I'm elevating And yeah, I lost train of thought. Like I said, people are monitoring. I know y'all, a lot of the spiritualists or whatever. I don't even dwell into that. I went to church the last time I went to church and Bible study. The man told me we got to sacrifice children, spirits, and energy. I was lost there. I was like, whoever doing the other side, the spiritual side, the non-Christianity, Catholic side, or Buddhist, whatever they practicing, they probably winning right now because this guy's talking crazy. So they still listening to a book. I did like a breakdown of why the Bible is kind of false and a false narrative a lot of the times, or a loop of people trying to steal somebody's words, like they trying to steal my natural words and my natural, just me living, me giving you experience. Um, and I hate that because that's like I talk about it. I can show y'all how they did me too dirty at the school board and the community college that I was going to at the time. But I know it's a big thing. People are getting exposed by the day. You can't steal nothing. My brain. I've been very intelligent since I've been born. My mother's super intelligent. They did her the same thing way at the school. I talk about this all the time. And hopefully the change can get better. I just went to a facility. They was in there playing around. That's supposed to be very high level. It's just so much corruption going on. I got to talk about it. And I don't know what they want me to do. The people are already on your side. The crooks and frauds, and they're at the highest level. They're already on your side. You don't have nothing to worry about. From my point, I'm one person. I will have change. I'm finna go the route where I'm gonna protect mine by all means, but I'm not coming in a negative way. I'm just letting inform you first. I warned you already. You have to find something to do. You have to put yourself in position. Like I could put myself in position. I put myself in position all the time. I don't get what I want a lot of the time. So I'll be right there at the door. I'll be have all my you see my if you ever see my resume from age 16 to now, and I've been chilling. I'm talking about since COVID, I have not been nowhere that people can be like, oh, Ira's been putting in the most work. I'll go step in some places, I'll do some odd end jobs. But when it comes to like people competing with me on that level of putting in hard work and having the understanding that they have not done what I've done. My let's tell you, my brand, I can make my brand. When I say okay, if I say Elite Youth Association, if I say Elite Apparel, if I say Dynasty the podcast show, if I say Log Talk, the radio show that I did in college, that's what I did. This is my creativity. This is literally me off the dome. This is me coming in the booth, coming in a setting where I'm just our game is off the dome. I do this. I've been doing this all my life. This is not nothing new to me. I do this, and this is like that's what how many trademarks. I just named 4 trademarks that I've made Elite Press, and then I changed the name. The way I do it, people are so jealous and so envious. They want to come over here and hate. They're not even from this state. They're not even tapping into the right roots. They want to go all around the corner and sell out to this gay faggot and homosexual group and sell out, take this drug and sell, you know what I'm saying? They want to do all this extra NBS ass activity that I ain't really got time for. You know what I'm saying? Hating on me. I come here, do my show. I go cook dinner, lunch, or whatever I cook, and I go home and go to sleep. I'm a 34, single 34. Oh, all right, I'm not gonna say single. Let me put it like this. I know it's females out there that really support me, that really got my back. I'm gonna put it like that because I would not be alive if I didn't have that type of people have my back. I'm gonna say that first and foremost because I know why I'm by myself, because the way I just told y'all how it is, they have to be protected and I have to be protected, and we can't call the police because they the main ones hating. We can't call the sheriffs because they the main ones envious. Then when they go to that level, they gotta go over here to this fraud ass governor and this fraud ass senator. All that shit I talk about all the time, that's real life. Then I got people that's that powerful in my family that's alive. My father, my aunt, not ascended already. Not, what I'm saying? My mother been in Texas since she was in grade school. That's the truth. And she still get attacked. I'm not making this up. My child recently, last year, out of school playing around. These people are one of the negative, nastiest people I ever seen. They attack me all the time, but I'm not sleeping with anyone. I catch my energy all the time. I know when people are doing it. I got the next door neighbor, the hating people around the corner, the next building, all that stuff, attacking my sisters, all kind of stuff I speak on all the time. Do you think people do not have the they don't have what it takes. They claim they're protected. You know what I'm saying? They don't have what it takes to speak up. And I'm not looking for. Look, I'm just asking y'all to mind y'all business. I'm asking y'all to leave me alone. I'm asking y'all to, if you hating, I say this all the time. Just disassociate yourself. Stop being fake spiritual, whatever. Stop using the U.S. Army or whatever military. They got it all over the news, so it ain't nothing new right now. It's already there. Stop using these entities to come attack people that's powerful, that's helping the community, that's trying to change. People lose. I've lost football players that I've coached. I've lost family members from this same type of people that attack in all kind of ways. It's not nothing new. So me speaking on this, y'all should not be mad. Like y'all are exposed at the highest level. So that goes right into today. Cause I know I was telling y'all a story that was gonna be funny. Like I said, people were ready to steal that story and go back and tell this person because he's still very, when it comes to entertainment, I know he's doing at least behind the scenes. That's how much work he put in when we was younger. He did his rap and he did a lot of entertainment things. And I respect him for how he moved because he met some powerful people in the industry. And I know he want to still keep his, I don't want to, it ain't no clout chase for me. I've never been that type of person. When I came to the city of Boca Raton, I met a lot of great people. A lot of people could have been acting fake. I was new. I was a teenager. I ain't stunned that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had their own lane, own thing. I had a good time. I met some people that was still pretty solid. All that stuff going on. So, but everything will be exposed how it's supposed to. I don't have to. They gonna expose themselves before I kind of do it. You know what I'm saying? So what the people who call themselves of authority or protectors like the police and the sheriffs and the people, the mayors or whatever, the fake rule maker. I don't know what they calling this stuff no more. I be going in these buildings. I be the biggest in the building. You get what I'm trying to say? I ain't studying all that. I don't got taught. I don't been in class. I don't been in debate. Whatever you want to call it. I don't U.S. What the class we take U.S. government, whatever we take in school. I don't pass all these classes. I don't studied all these. I don't wrote enough papers. I don't did all that. So what you ain't gonna do is hate on my ability to break things down, my ability to dissect and create new. And it's gonna be new, it's gonna be better, it's gonna be bigger, it's gonna be more explosive every time I get up here and speak. So yeah, let's go right into it though. Today we're gonna look up one word. This stems from, I'm gonna play y'all because I shout out to Jasmine Crocker because she's on top of a lot of stuff, but she I feel like she's doing a good job of staying on track with her message. I really do appreciate how she's doing it. So we're gonna play a clip. It's gonna be a quick clip. It's a couple people that spoke. Let me see, let me pull it up. And then I'm gonna give y'all a definition of a word that they're talking about. And this is stemming from I have not. They talk about. I don't even like to say this person's name. He's gotten so much. The one thing he wanted when they put the pin on his, when they made him be the name person over this whole, when they sacrificed one person to save thousands and thousands and thousands of entertainers, politicians, teachers, judges, everybody that's in that files. When they put that one person up, and this lady is the other person, which was his wife or madam, who they got this whole ring of sexual sex slaves. They had an island. They had a facility. They have multiple places, multiple people that are famous. And they, I haven't really spoke on it because it's kind of like stuff that I was just talking about that they still practicing. They just trying to hide it, and they really tried to put my child name wise, definitely name wise, and they definitely got her in a place, in a community that is underground, corrupt, homosexually active, and I ain't going for it. And you know what I'm saying? I got some youngers out there that's very tough, that's very smart, very educated, and they gonna change a lot of stuff over there. But still, you have to be mature. You have to stay in the fight 365 days. You can't be part-time. So I'm not putting no pressure on them to do nothing for me. I know they have to still look out for their family. I know things have to still come into timely matter. They have to still have resources. They still have to have people who speak up for them to not, when they do retaliate, when they do have something to say, and they do want to change. So everything will be happen. And I was telling you about this is basically what the it's gonna be a 5 minutes. I'm gonna speak on it. Um her name is Jesseline Maxwell. This is the person that helped Epstein do the sex trafficking and did all those parties and whatnot, and even drug trafficking, all that craziness she was doing. That she's trying to get pardoned from the president, and that's what she came and filed. I think it was whatever she filed. They did the court today, and a lot of powerful politicians that are going to be very powerful in the future and in the now, and they talked about it. And like I said, Jasmine Crockett, she's on top of a lot of stuff. Like I told y'all, in the next 2 cycles, she could definitely run for president if she get the right position. And I think she's running for senator because they took her out of her spot, which could be a blessing to catapult her into the presidential race soon. And I think she will be a great person to be the first Black woman to be the president. I think she has the right spirit to do it. I don't know if it's going to be the next 2 cycles, but it could be definitely in the third cycle, which will be that one and that one, and then so I know what type of politician or I ain't even you see I'm just scratching something. I gotta still go to college and and finish that off because I got credits, but you know how that go. It's I'm in Florida. I can't even explain to y'all how they want me to be a certain way, and it's the complete opposite. So I'm gonna let y'all listen to her, and there's a couple more people that I do not really know. So it's gonna be like the first 5 minutes. I'm gonna let y'all listen, and then I'm gonna break it down a little bit more. And the reason I don't want to give it too much attention, they playing around with the files. They haven't. I ain't finna put there. They talking about 3 million pages. What y'all think this is gonna be? All y'all gotta do is this person y'all propped up. This person y'all propped up. This person y'all propped up. It should be about 100 of them that they propped up that still might be alive. This is what they did. This is what they did. This is what they did. Now, what y'all did about it? Nothing. Y'all got one person in there that's claimed they died, and then they got this lady here that's trying to get pardoned by the president. That's all over the file. It's a mess, and it's embarrassing to the country, for the whole entire country. So let's go into it. All right. Like I was saying, that's just a quick glimpse. They still haven't got a lot of information out. That's the biggest thing that I have not. This is the reason why I haven't given it attention. Like she was saying, I like the way she always comes in. She has reiterated the Amendment 5. No, those are noteworthy things that you should be on point. She showed a straw man. This is a straw man story for her. Straw man activity for this lady because she exhausted everything, like she was saying. She just trying to cover up not speaking, and that's what I like. That once she break things down like that, that's very information. That's grade A information for everybody to know, and that's why I like the way she comes in and give. She talks correct for the people. So I appreciate her. And everybody else is pretty quick. The guy came in, he was very angry because this is a representation of people that are Caucasian. This is his mom is the same color as her, so it could get mistaken as a family member, a relative. You know what I'm saying? This is where I talk about people picking what position and side you're going to be on to better the world or better yourself and your family. And he's like, this is a monster. I don't want this person out of prison. I don't want this person, what I'm saying, having even coming close to coming out here and doing the same thing she's been doing. And that's why I'm appreciative of people who come and step up. Now I have information. I have seen people, people claim they are like friends of mine or something like, but they're intimidated. They don't want to lose good faith with their white friends and stuff. So you can't be associated with me when it comes to those situations. You have to disassociate yourself. When it comes to that's why people can't be both sides when it comes to things like this. You know what I'm saying? So the key word today that we're gonna have the definition is pedophile, and they talk about it, and that's basically what that case is about. It's enslaving children and taking advantage of youthful people and holding it over their heads, enslaving our it was a big thing about what's going on over there at Nickelodeon and Disney. All these stars probably are implemented in that file. It probably got erased, some of them, because they still probably still famous singers. This is documented all the time. So people come out and people start doing them in. You see people that are childhood stars pop up. They're skinny, tooth and bone. They got messed up by these types of people. So a pedophile, an adult who is sexually attracted to young children. That's think about that. Think about what that was said. What that is. Think about that word and definition. They use it, they throw it around. Like I said, when people feel intimidated, they come here and start yelling. Adults. So I be here all the time. I don't know what they got going on. Shout out to the youngest that came here and doing their thing, but the parents and the fake whatever they call teach monitors, and they probably how they go in the underworld. They come here yelling. They got paid off somewhere down the line. But I ain't really stressing it, man. It's big, man. It's going to break things open. I'm glad people are speaking on these things, and and that is what it is. That's the key word for the day, and they gotta, children or young adults have to know what that word means. They're gonna throw it around in that when they start bringing that up to light, when they start putting people that they look up to and that bringing them up and saying what they've done, how they were a part of it, they haven't really done that yet. So yeah, um, I think when it comes in for political topics today, I told y'all about I'm gonna go to the council meeting tomorrow. Um, I don't have much else to say. I'm mad. Like I said, my train of thought. I was telling y'all a story about being that it lost train of thought, but it's okay. I told y'all enough. I'm not new to not being a part of being young and having that sense of wanting to be successful or wanting to be a part of setting or being in that world of having fun, have fun, enjoy your life. But still, once you become a young adult, you still have to be mindful. So that's the biggest thing. And don't take advantage of your opportunities to have success. Don't sell yourself. Don't sell your talents short. You might have talent, and they might want you to do something that you don't find that you don't find ethical, or that's not the way your parents or grandparents taught you, you don't have to sell yourself out for no money. You can just gonna have to wait till you get an opportunity where it fits you and it fits your way of how you what's the word I'm looking for? Your I say it all the time. What just how you are as a person, your essence, your just don't let nobody deter your own spirit from being great and being and having standards. That's pretty much it. Now, just for that's it for community outreach. I spoke on it. If you're located in this area, this Lake Worth Palm Street area, they're having a flag football league in March. The people are pretty good, cool about it. Hopefully, they're not practicing stupid tactics, stupid slave master tactics, trying to manipulate children's. It's a lot of stuff going on with the spiritual attacks on children and athletes. People trying to control them, people trying to live through them. They're trying to practice all kind of doomsday tactics on these children for fun and games and for energy. Hopefully they're not practicing that at this in this community or this community center right here that they do these. They got soccer going on. They're finna have flag football going on in March. Bring come sign up. I did basketball this summer. It was co-ed. This is co-ed league for flag football and for the basketball that I did. Hopefully, if you're in the area, you sign up for your child for it because I'm big in football. So that leads right into it. That's it for community and politics today. We're gonna go right into what happened last night in the Super Bowl. The Seattle Seahawks won. That was my prediction. I feel like now I like to talk about this because it's so much craziness going on with the entertainment with the former football players and basketball players being able, they're pretty much it's actually 60% most of the time former players that are on broadcasting sets, and they get these opportunities because they got the right coaches, they have the right managers and agents that put them in position. Some of them went to college for it, but they also have this arrogancy of, oh, that guy never played NFL, he don't know nothing. But I'm watching the game. I'm breaking this down because I stopped playing. I played my whole life, and I've been around some people. My grandfather's a great football coach. He's even better disciplinary, and he knows how to win. And the way he wins is a lot of it is he did this and and he won and he was successful. So he showed his players the same thing. And it's a lot of people that will vouch for this same thing. I'm telling you how I coach, how I'm probably a little bit more detailed, not detailed, more expressive when I give out directions and details, but that doesn't nothing has fallen short from my generation. I've won. I've got so many people this not I've instilled a lot of wisdom in people and about life overall. So and a lot of people that I've coached individually are the most dominant. They were the most dominant on the field, and they dominate now in life. And I talk about this all the time. So that's one of the main things that I'm proud of as a person, as a parent, as a father. And yeah, like the people are on these broadcasts, they got to be mindful that just because you play in professional, other people have to take different routes. Other people have other obligations. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be disrespecting people who's coming in to the same arena as you, are already been in the same arena. You were trying to stop them because you was in the, you look like that. You look like that sellout. You know what I'm saying? You like that hater, that old ass hater club. You part of that old ass hater club that I talk about all the time. And you don't need to be a part of that. You need to be a part of winners. Some winners got to take the sacrifice and take a longer route. So you got to be mindful of these things. Yeah, and then I see that hopefully everybody getting the message. When you going up there critiquing something, you can't expect. Some of y'all look like y'all. A lot of y'all could be future Hall of Famers, if not already Hall of Famers, or been around a lot of champions and championship teams. That's usually what type of broadcasting former players they put up there. But a lot of y'all don't have the experience or the gift to speak to even go up there and critique. you just popped up, and don't be that guy to stop people from that. You need to find a pot line to go out here and help people like me. I will give you an example that have been delayed, that have coming out. Everybody got a podcast now. Everybody want to be funny, and everybody ain't able to speak. Like I talk about brand, your brand in the world, it's not broadcast, it's not speaker. You know what I'm saying? You got some props. People don't prop you up. People don't put some paper in your face, tell you to copy paste. That looks bad because they're doing a lot of black people like that, black and brown people like that. So you need to come prepared. That's my only advice, because I'm in the same league as you and same arena as you, and I'm coming at you. And I'm not coming at you in a negative way. I'm coming at you to dominate you. And I'm giving you a space and opportunity to always reach out to me. I am not hard to find. Like I said, I'm on threads. I got people, it was some fraud. He coming at me, calling me sir. I'm talking about, it's like I'm like some hacker. They don't hack all my account. They don't got my original Facebook, my original Instagram. I'm talking about all kind of craziness. Don't have like 4 or 5 of my emails. Like I ain't go to the police yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who doing it. You know what I'm saying? What you want me to do? Unless you had old accounts, my original email, my original Yahoo email, all kind of stuff done been stolen when it comes to this data and this fight for my name and fight for my clout. You get what I'm saying? My presence in the world. And then I don't know what they call it. I go home now, I just do my show. They don't stop school board. They don't stop me from trying to coach. They don't slander me as a coach. Like all kind of cockamamie me as efforts to stop me. So I don't dominate it still. The proof is in the success. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not worried. I think people want to slow me down because they're not as talented, but all you gotta do is ask for help. You know what I'm saying? One of my best things is like a life coach. You know what I'm saying? Giving out advice. You gotta start paying now. It ain't too much. This is free. I'm talking on YouTube. I don't even know how to work Twitch yet. I don't know what they got going on TikTok. They say I need 50 followers just to get a TikTok. I don't know who you is. I might unfollow you as a follower. You know what I'm saying? I do that all the time. So I ain't really tripping. I'm trying to get a very organic following, which I feel like I probably do. And I don't mind it being just family. It's still a lot of that, competition, which I don't mind. We all my family. I come from a very talented family. So I ain't mad at a lot of stuff that goes on when it comes to speaking and laughing and joking and writing, and it's very competitive in that nature. So I ain't tripping about it. Now that's pretty much it. Let's go right into it. Hopefully, those people who got that message that's in the broadcasting world, I ain't hating on you. I'm here to elevate you, especially if you black and brown. I don't got time to be yes sir and nobody who ain't supposed to be in authority. I say this all the time. If you ain't got, it's 2026. You know who not supposed to be in authority. You know who not supposed to be telling nobody what to do. You know who not supposed to be seen really. You know what I'm saying? We in the United States, unfortunately, they're established here, but you got to start figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? It ain't sweet out here. So let's get it together. Let's work together. Let's have some. Stop closing doors for people who need to be having the doors open for them, and stop being jealous and envious and hateful. And get your mind right. And let's go right into it. The game ended up being how it's predicted. They won by 16. That's good and dandy. I didn't watch too much basketball. And tonight's gonna be basketball. It's gonna be chill. I still like sports. I still like to be entertained. I'm not no square lane person when it comes to that. So yeah. And
I think I try to get your down. I can do it IT. I'm trying to get the volume down, but it will do it. All right. So you have to send in a ticket for that, okay?
Okay.